Hey guys, it's Becky. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another day in the life for you guys. Ignore the suitcases. We are getting ready for a trip to Disney. It's a little bit different though. I thought I would share with you guys kind of a bunch of different things. I'm going to be going to the Dollar Tree and sharing a haul with you if I find anything interesting. And I'm also going to be answering you guys' questions. I asked on Instagram a while back if you guys had any questions, so I decided to go ahead and just answer them in a video like this, where I can just sit down and kind of talk to you guys and answer them that way, kind of in with other things, instead of just making that its own dedicated video. So hopefully you guys will enjoy coming along with me today. Oh, also I have another really fun thing. Speaking of Disney vacation, I'm also going to be getting online and picking out our Magic Band decals for our trip to Disney. I've talked about this before. There's a store called Shop EmilyG where she makes custom vinyl like stick-on decals for your Magic Band. We used her in May when we went for our Magic Band decals. They worked out perfectly and they were super fun. So I'm going to be getting online a little bit later on and picking those out for this trip as well. So if you want to see that, then stay tuned. And we stopped by a different Dollar Tree than we usually go to because you know how Dollar Trees are. They're not all created equal. And the one we went to is usually better. And it was because, you guys, look what they had. Like name brand, real, it's stuck on my pinky. Real Tsum Tsums at the Dollar Tree for $1. We actually got 4. My youngest daughter did. She picked up Eeyore and Tigger, and then I got these for her secretly for her stocking. They had mostly the Pooh characters. They had Elsa, they had Olaf, Sven, they had one Peter Pan, they had Cruella de Vil. I've seen before some of the Tsum Tsums, but they were always the like ugly Marvel characters. This is the first time I've ever seen like the cute ones. So they had tons of them. So definitely check your Dollar Tree next time you're there to see if they have Tsum Tsums. I got those. I was really excited about that. Some more of these scouring pads. I use these for all different purposes. And what I usually do is cut them in half because I don't really need one quite this large. And that way they last even longer. But most of the time I use these to clean my George Foreman grill. Works really well for that. So I got a pack of those. This I'm really excited about. We have a thermometer. And my youngest daughter is doing temperature with her math curriculum with teaching textbooks. And so we don't need a whole lot for the temperature part of it, even though that is kind of a fun part. But you can flip it over, and it has a gold chart on the other side. And this little thing like slides up and down. I can't do it within the package, but it goes all the way to 100. So I thought it'd be really good for her to encourage her to read, to use this to hang up in the homeschool room. And then every 10 minutes that she reads, she can move this little marker up. And once she gets to 100, she'll get a prize or like an extra Loki buck, which is our reward store kind of currency. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try to remember to link it for you guys. These, you guys would have already seen. These are the, what are they called? Parts of speech posters. And when I first got my set, it's supposed to have 6 posters and then this thing. Well, when I got mine, they had 2 conjunctions and no pronoun. And I went back to the store and I was going to exchange it, because you can exchange things at the Dollar Tree if you have the receipt. And so when I went back, all of the ones that they had 2 conjunctions and no pronoun. So we were at a different store and I opened this in the store and I was like, I'm just going to see. And they did. They had the pronoun and they had what they were supposed to have. So I'm actually going to take my other ones back and just keep these because I wanted pronoun. I really wanted pronoun too. So it's got verb, adjective, conjunction, adverb, pronoun, and noun. So now I have the complete set. I just have to get up there and add this pronoun one to the wall. Picked up more toothbrushes because I always do, but especially this time of the year when people are getting sick more often and we replace toothbrushes more often, always pretty much pick up toothbrushes. I got 2 of the cotton rounds. I go through these pretty quickly anyway, but especially with our Disney trip coming up, I wanted to get an extra one, so I got 2 packs of those and then just a roll of tape, so that's not that exciting. But honestly, can you believe that they had Tsum Tsums at the Dollar Tree? I can't believe it. So definitely call your Dollar Tree and ask if you want to before we're heading over there, or call all the ones in town if you're looking for Tsum Tsums and say, hey, you know, I've heard that some of the Dollar Trees have Tsum Tsums, because that's a pretty amazing deal. I mean, we paid a fortune for these things when we go to Disney or the Disney store. Not a fortune, but you know, they're not $1. They're usually like, what, $6 I think for a Tsum Tsum. So to get them for $1 a piece, that's pretty exciting. But I got some questions. I did a call for questions on Instagram a little bit ago, and I thought it'd be really fun to answer them in a vlog instead of just a dedicated video. So I'm going to just answer those right now while I'm sitting here filming other videos. I figured I might as well take some time to answer these. So the first question was, what made you decide to start a YouTube channel, and how do you fit filming and editing into your day? Well, I'll try not to make this too long. I started a YouTube channel back when couponing was this huge craze and there was all those couponing TV shows and everything. I really started my channel then to be a saving money couponing channel. I did it for a little while, hardly had anybody that watched because I feel like, well, first of all, it's really hard to get seen when you're a YouTuber and you're very small. And then also, so many people were also making the same types of videos. And then around that same time, not long after that, we actually started eating really pretty much all organically. And it was even harder then to save money on organic food than it is now. So there really wasn't as much to talk about. And then I just kind of fizzled out after that. I got demotivated and I stopped making videos. But I still kept thinking about it. And I kept telling my husband, like, I really miss making YouTube videos. And he's like, well, make more videos. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about? So right around that same time, we decided to pull our oldest daughter out of public school and to start homeschooling her. And that really started me making videos about homeschooling. At first, I think I just showed like our office setup, how we'd gotten our desks and stuff from IKEA and how we set those up. And I showed some other things without me ever even being in the videos. And then finally, I did start showing myself in videos, but I didn't know how to edit. I didn't have a camera that had a viewfinder, so I would have my youngest daughter sit in the chair and then I would try to figure out where I was going to be sitting and if I messed up, I couldn't edit it. I didn't know how to edit. So if I messed up, I either had to keep going or I had to stop and start all over again. But as time went on and homeschooling kind of became more and more of something that people were talking about and I learned more and more about homeschooling, I found more to share with you guys. And then it just kind of morphed into something that is really a reflection of me. It's things that I'm interested in. I don't make videos that are what everyone else is making just because everybody else is making them. I try to be different. I try to stay true to myself and what I'm interested in and what I legitimately would want to watch myself. I try to always make those videos because if I'm not interested in it, I'm not going to want to film it. And if I don't want to film it, it's going to show. And I really am not interested in making videos just for the sake of making them. As far as filming and editing, that's always been the challenge. You know, I love planning videos for you guys. The hard part is finding time to film them and edit them. So usually what I will do is like I'm doing today, which is why I'm hoarse right now because I've already filmed like 6 videos. I will sit down usually on Sundays, either before church or after church or both, and I will batch film. I will film as many videos as I can get filmed in that time so that I don't have to drag the camera and the light and everything out every day. So typically Sundays, every now and again I'll do it during my husband's day off during the week while he does homeschool with the girls. I will film. Most of the time though, I don't do that. Most of the time when he's doing school, I'm like cleaning crazily. So I typically say filming for Sundays and then I will edit as I get time. If there's a deadline, if I'm working with a company or something, obviously I'll edit those first and those will be something that maybe I have to edit during the week. Otherwise, now the girls are back in co-op, which is once a week for school. They go there for a couple hours. I stay there with them. But I go off somewhere by myself and I will edit, you know, for the couple hours that I have there. And I'll get as many things edited as I can. I'll get as many thumbnails made as I can. And then I'll upload them, you know, as it gets closer to time for the video to go up. So it is definitely a challenge, but it's something that just like anything, if you like it and you care about it and it's a priority, you will make time for it. You will find time for it. It may not always be easy, but it is something that you can usually make work with your schedule. The next question was advice on starting homeschool. Well, I could talk about that forever. I mean, really, I feel like I've shared my best tips in my homeschooling playlist. I've talked about mistakes that I made when I first started. I've talked about being scared and worried that you're not smart enough to homeschool your kids. I've talked about all of that stuff. I would say to give yourself grace. That is the main thing is, first of all, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know exactly what you're doing at every minute of the day. It's okay to tell your kids, I don't know, we'll find out together, or we're gonna try this program and see if it works for me and for you. You know, don't be afraid to make changes and don't be afraid to show to your kids and to admit to yourself that you are learning how to do this along with them. You don't have to know everything and you're going to figure it out and you're going to figure it out with them and it's going to be something you do together. And then also, like I said, I think don't be afraid to switch curriculum. If you try something and you really give it a good shot but you just feel like it's not working, don't get frustrated and beat your head against a wall over it, because it's okay to switch curriculum. It's okay to think something looks great, and then once you start using it, you realize that it's not working. It's okay to switch it. And as far as any other advice that I have, I really don't want to go into too much detail because I could talk about this literally all day long. So I will have my homeschooling playlist linked for you in the description box. Every single homeschooling video I've ever made is in that playlist, and I feel like you're going to find lots of advice that I have to give on homeschooling in that playlist, so I'll link it for you. She also asked a Bible craft curriculum. Well, it depends on how elaborate you want to get with it. There are tons of workbooks that you can find on Amazon that are Bible lesson crafts. That's obviously probably an easy route to go. Also, the Dollar Tree, I mean, again, depending on how elaborate you want the crafts to be, there are all kinds of Bible workbooks for kids that they can do a little lesson, and maybe you can find a craft that goes with it on Pinterest. If you want a more set Bible curriculum, I really like the Draw to Learn series from Knotgrass. It is the basically a Bible verse, and they draw a picture based on the Bible verse. So that was a really good one that we did for years. Also, the Picture Smart Bible is a little bit more time intensive, but you are literally going through the Bible a little bit every day, and they are coloring in these different parts of the story while you read, and that's a really good one too, but it's not as crafty as it is just coloring. So those are some options for you. She also asked for advice on math. Teaching textbooks all the way. That was the first homeschool curriculum purchase that I made back when my oldest daughter started homeschooling. It was the first purchase that I made because that was one reason why I was afraid to homeschool her, because I was like, I'm terrible at math. I can't teach her math. And so that was the first thing I bought, because it is all done on disc. It is all based on the lecture that they watch on this disc, which now actually it's not on disc, it's online. You can do the disc version or the online version. We actually do the online version now, but there is still the disc version if you prefer that. So they watch the lecture, whether on disc or online, and then they do the assignment, and it grades it for me. I don't have to do anything. Teaching Textbooks is the best math program that I know of. I've loved it for years. I've had no issues with it. Both girls are doing really, really well with their math, and I think it is because of Teaching Textbooks. So that's my recommendation for math. And one more thing I want to say too, this is not a question, this is more of a PSA I want to put out there. A little while ago on my Instagram, I posted that me and the girls were watching the TV show Avonlea. It's a 90s TV show that was kind of a spinoff of the movies Anne of Green Gables. I watched it growing up. I don't know what, I guess it was on Disney Channel. I loved it. It was a great show, and I had talked about how we are watching that now with the girls as a wholesome family show to watch. Well, we were about halfway through season 2 when the D word was said, and I realized that's not the worst word in the world, but to me, any curse word is unnecessary and not something that we want to watch. And it went by once, and I thought, well, maybe they just did it because this character was supposed to have been drinking, which I realize is an opportunity to talk about, you know, drinking and how it's bad and blah, 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 and this is what happens when you drink, whatever. So I let that one go, and I thought, well, they probably won't say it again. And then so help me if in the same episode a different character said it again, and I'm not okay with that. If you're okay with that, then you can just totally ignore what I'm saying. But I wanted to get on here and tell you guys that I'm very sorry that I recommended that without having watched all 9 seasons, because I don't remember hearing any cuss words in it when I was a kid. And I just assumed that because Anne of Green Gables is such a like la-di-da wholesome movie that they would have the same thing in the Avonlea series. So unfortunately that's not the case. We decided not to keep watching it just because I don't think that's necessary, and I don't like having a show when I can't trust what they're going to say. It makes me nervous because I'm always thinking, are they going to say something? What's it going to be next time? Is it going to be worse? You know, so for me, it's just not worth it. So I wanted to say on here too, if you guys heard me talk about that on Instagram and you were going to watch it based on what I said, you may want to watch it with your own discretion, because I have not watched all the seasons in recent years. I was a kid the last time I saw them, and we are only halfway through season 2 when that word popped up. So I just thought I would share that with you guys in case you were planning to watch it because of what I said. I have since changed my opinion. So I'm retracting what I said, and I'm very sorry because I should have watched all 9 seasons before I commented about it. I'm sorry. So that's my little PSA for today. So I went to my P.O. box today. I had this package from a company. It's a subscription box company called MLPbox.com. And if you have a My Little Pony lover in your house like I do, then this is really, really exciting because for a very low cost, they send you a different box each month full of My Little Pony surprises. My 8-year-old is so excited and has been begging to open this box all day. A lot of times subscription box companies are just for adults, so I think it's super fun that there's a box like this for My Little Pony fans, whether they're children or adults. I'm going to get her and let her unbox it for you guys. So I will have the MLP box linked in the description box for you guys if you want to click on that and learn more about the company and the cost and everything. I just thought it was really fun, and I'm really, really excited to know that there is a box for My Little Pony lovers. Careful. Yeah. I wish I could show your face. What is it?
It's her pony.
It's her. You can tell her. She's the one you like. She's the one you like. Wait, see what else is in there. Don't ruin the box.
Oh, that's
look,
cute.
it's
Discord.
That's funny.
So cute. And then there's a little Applejack necklace.
Let me see. Cute.
That's cute. And they have a little pen.
Wow, it's a shuttle pen. That's cute.
I was colors. And then it has one of these little cards in it.
Oh, cute. Are you happy?
I love that. I'm going to go for this first.
Fluttershy's your favorite.
I know.
Oh, she's a mermaid though.
Uh-huh. Look how cute.
Oh, that's cute.
I love that.
So I'm on the Shop EmilyG website, and as you can see, she's got some really super cute designs. I love that one. You can also get glitter and glow vinyl, so tons of different options. So pretty much everybody in the family is going to find something they like. There are ones for Star Wars fans, and even the monorail decal to match the monorail. Toy Story ones would be great with Toy Story Land just opening up. That's a great option. And then she's also got seasonal and holiday inspired magic bands. So I'm not going to tell you which ones we picked. You'll have to stay tuned and see my pre-Disney haul video that I'll be doing really, really soon to find out which ones that we picked. But I think it's a really great idea. It's a really fun way to customize your Disney Magic Band at a very, very low cost, and it is so much more fun than just having a basic plain colored magic band. So I will have the Shop EmilyG website linked below for you guys so you can check it out, and the next time you go to Disney, you can have a custom magic band decal too. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you want to see 2 of my older videos, you can click the links right here. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, if you haven't already, and you definitely should, you can click right here. I upload every single week. I have some links in the description box for some of my favorite stores and products, as well as my P.O. Box address. Check out those links if you're interested in those, and I will see you guys in the next video.